Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to be taking a look at a map called Snakeridge Trail. Now, there's only one location to start at, but your actual spawn location is randomized, so I'm going to hit start and we'll see where we end up. And we start here, wherever this may be, because this is not where I started earlier in testing. But I'm going to zoom out real quickly so you can see just how big this map is. This is a big map, and there's no way I'll show you all the roads in this video. But there were a few I saw in testing that I hope it can find. Unfortunately, with us spawning in a different location, I have no idea where they are, so we're gonna just drive around until I see a landmark I recognize. Now this may take 2 minutes, it may take 10 minutes, or this whole video I might just be driving on new roads. I have no idea. For now though, we're gonna be driving on this road, which is pretty thin, but not too bad it looks like. Oh, I say that and then it gets real thin right there with a hard corner. Alright, so we're gonna keep it nice and slow as we drive around here. One thing I like about this map though is most of the time, when you fall off the map, it's interesting to watch. It's not like some maps where you fall and you wait forever for one crash to happen. This one's like crashing, 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 nice gradual damage, which to me are the most interesting crashes to watch. When your car just becomes flat instantly, that's just boring. It's fun to watch the car gradually get damaged. And now we're back up here thanks to the magic of teleportation, but I don't want to fall again. We gotta stay on this road. Start accelerating, truck, get out of there. Alright, there we go, we're good to go. And I see something interesting looking coming up. Like a road made out of logs. This is interesting. Oh, this is really interesting. You're actually driving on the logs. It's not like an invisible road. That's literally driving on the logs. So if you go slow right there, you'll get stuck probably. I had like just enough speed to make it through. That was scary. Alright, this road's starting to get steep. Oh no, I don't know if I can make it with this truck. Come on, truck. Let's go. No. I don't got the traction. I don't got the traction. Alright, let's just try to get it to stop in a safe location. Like right here. I can get it to stop, but it's pointing in the wrong direction. I'll manage that after I switch cars, because now we're going with something more off-roady. We're going to get the off-road version of the Hopper, which I'm sure can climb that hill. The real question is, can we climb the hill without locking the differentials? Because I know it can climb it if we lock the differentials, but if they're unlocked, let's see what happens. So first we got to kind of back this thing up to get some speed to go up the hill. That should be enough, so we accelerate as hard as we can and see what happens right here. Second gear. That might mess things up. Downshifting to first. Oh, what are you doing, transmission? The transmission just bogged me down completely right there. But I was able to get enough traction to actually make it up, so that's pretty impressive by the car itself. Transmission, though, that was an embarrassment. Like right here, here we go, come on. And then transmission upshifts again. Ooh. Okay, if I recognize those buildings correctly, if we go this direction, there is a really, really long bridge. There it is. The world's longest bridge that I've ever seen in BeamNG.drive. That thing is crazy, and it's fun to drive across just because of how long it is. It's also fun to fall off of. We're going to be doing both. So first, the fall off of. We're going to try to fall off right near the end, like you almost make it, but then you don't. Because it's fun to do this because you get to slam into the mountain. Like here, boom, into the mountain, and now we roll down the mountain. I thought we were going to land it for a second. That would have been amazing. Woo! That was doing pretty good at not getting damaged until it got completely destroyed and immobilized. Alright, we'll bring this thing back up to the top. And right there looks pretty good. So now we'll just go ahead and get through the bridge without falling off, which should be pretty easy considering we have to go so slow because it's so steep. There we go. And then over here we have a sign that has a snake on it. And the way the snake is on the sign is kind of trippy looking because the snake's not actually on the sign. You see he's floating above the sign, but when you look at the sign from angles like this, it just makes the snake look 3D and it's kind of cool to look at. So you might think, oh, it's a snake for the trail. It's kind of intimidating, right? But look how cute that snake is. Like, that's the kind of snake you can cuddle with you on your hand and, you know, he's just happy to be with you. He's not the kind of snake that roams the desert biting everything with his venomous fangs or something. What I'm getting at here is it's not that hard of a trail, but it looks pretty cool, and if you do make a mistake, there are pretty big consequences. Like, I think that's what makes this trail so interesting is like, oh no, I fell off the edge like this. Then you fall. Like, this is the more big fall crash, but still, it's gradual. You see, it's two big crashes there. It's not just one big crash. And obviously, underwater, not going to drive, so we got to bring it all the way back up. It's going to take about 5 seconds and stop. Perfect. And now we keep driving along the trail and pretend I never fell off the edge at all. There's actually a watchtower over here, which looks pretty cool. And I wish there was a way to just get on foot and climb up it because there's a ladder and everything. But when you're in a car, there's not much you can do about that. I mean, you can park in front of it and then move the camera around, pretend you're playing first person mode. So you walk around like, you get to the ladder and you climb up the ladder and you're in your watchtower. I mean, you can pretend, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. And we'll continue along the route. And it kind of splits up right here. One of them doesn't seem like a real route, the other one does. So to the right's the real route, to the left right here, this is kind of the fake route that just chucks you off the edge of a mountain in an interesting way. That's what we're going to be doing right here. So yep, this is actually probably one of my favorite places to crash in this map because of how far you fall, but how many things there are to hit. Like, we are just tumbling and tumbling and tumbling. And we still got some ways to go. I love jumping off of that spot. What is this, like the 2-minute crash or something? Okay, it hasn't been that long, but that crash probably did last like a good 30 seconds. That was awesome. I'm not going to bother looking at the car at the end because of how beat up it was. We're just going to go ahead and bring it all the way back up. Even getting back up to where we were takes a while. All right, here we are. We'll try to just let it roll down the hill gracefully without destroying it. Perfect. Then we'll swap it out for a different vehicle here. So I'm going to go with the D series, and we're just going to go ahead and grab the D35 Chief Rancher, which is not a super serious off-road, but I think it'll be okay for most situations here. If anything does happen, we do have a low-range gearbox we can use, and I have no idea if the dually is going to have any benefit for off-roading or not, but I felt like driving this one, so that's what we're going to drive, because it has that two-tone paint job. Who don't like a good two-tone paint job? Definitely going a little bit slower than the Hopper, because this thing is not agile. It's big, hulking beast. And I gotta slow down. So the braking on this is also worse than the Hopper because it's so heavy. You slam on the brakes and hope nothing terrible happens. And then we're through the cute little snake trail. And you can continue along this road, and eventually we should get to this interesting looking platform. Oh goodness, this thing is so bad at driving. This is not where this thing is made for. Just stay alive. Stay alive. Oh no, 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 no. No, no, wait. All right, come on, everybody get to the passenger seat. Passenger seat. Passenger seat. I mean, that's amazing that I didn't fall, but it's also kind of sad that I can't get out. Just give it a little bit of help, you know. Let's say the driver hops out and he says, "This stupid truck, I'm gonna pull it out." And the driver, he's like the Incredible Hulk or something. He can just pull it. Oh, apparently it's stuck. I bet if it wasn't glitched, it probably would have been able to pull itself out, but it's actually kind of glitched inside the bridge just a little bit. Because I was pulling on that thing pretty hard and nothing was happening. So anyways, continuing along, we're gonna eventually get to the place I was talking about. It's just after this bridge, actually. So there you go. You have like a little trophy where it's a car on top of a mountain. Like, how does the car even get there? I don't know, but it's cool to look at. And you have all these little like paintings on the rock. Like, you know, way back in the late 1900s, there was a car found by ancient tribes. The ancient tribes didn't know what it was, so they just said, "This is our god now." And then they put all these animals on the side of it. So like even the giant snake hails to the car. And if you like my story explaining why that's there, then make up your own and post it in the comments. Whoever has the best story gets nothing because I have nothing to give out. How about this? Let's go ahead and chuck this thing off the edge right here and see what happens. Got a nice solid hit right there, but only radiator damage. So this thing could probably still drive if it wasn't getting completely destroyed on everything else. But again, a good demonstration of why I like this map. It's a bunch of gradual hits that gives you a car that looks like this, but you get to watch it happen as it crashes. And since this one didn't land in the water, we could actually take a nice clear look at it. And we can go and freshen up the truck and then drive along this new path. So the old path I was just driving along, that's one of the two sections I wanted to show off. There's another one that's not quite as cool as that one, which we may or may not see. It depends how things go, but I'm just happy we got to see what I think is the coolest section of the map. So we'll slow down a little bit right here to go around this corner because this thing is so long. You also see there's a boat over there, which looks pretty cool. You can't actually go on the boat, but you can get pretty close to it if you know where you're going. Unfortunately, I don't know where I'm going. We're just going wherever and trying not to fall off the edge because I thought this thing could steer a little bit, but apparently not. It's so bad at steering and this road is so thin. I am gonna fall off with this thing. So you know what? Let's just make it happen. Let's try to make a shortcut right here because this road eventually goes to that road. So let's see. Can we make it pretty smooth? That wasn't bad. Yeah, we got a little dent here and there and some radiator damage, but overall, I am very happy with that. And then eventually it just kind of leads you here to the water. And you could actually get closer still to the boat if we go up that hill, but I'm not sure if my truck can do that. It's kind of a steep hill. Let's see. Come on, dually power. Dually power. Whoa. The tree looked like it was about to fall over right there. That looked weird. So apparently a dually power is not enough here. We're going to go ahead and get something with some more off-road capabilities. We'll go roamer and we're going to get the real off-road one. And climbing the hill with this thing should be nice and easy. It has a lot of off-road capabilities. We're just going to floor it and watch it climb. A little bit of a struggle, but not bad, not bad. We gotta slow down now that we're over it because I'm still flooring it when I don't need to be. So we're gonna get as close as we possibly can to that boat, which means we're gonna go over here on this little side path, which almost tipped me over right there. We started to get a little crooked, and oh, we almost did it again. All right, calm down, YBR. Take it nice and easy. We just gotta get through that building, and then we're on the beach. I mean, I guess technically you don't have to go in the building. You can go around it. Can't tell YBR what to do. So over here we have like a graveyard for boats. Got that big one over there. Then we got two smaller ones that are just, they look abandoned. Like you look at it, it looks filthy and destroyed up and like it's half sunken. That is an abandoned boat no matter how you look at it. And we'll try to cross the gap in the most ridiculous way possible, and we can look at the other abandoned boat. So that one, whoop, also half sunk, it looks like. We'll stop right there so we can just take a look at it using the camera in the laziest way possible. I'm not even disconnecting the camera from the car. I'm doing the slow zoom out here. You can see though, submerged and abandoned. Then we can take a look at the big boat. So there's actually no way we could actually touch that thing. It's too far away. But if you start to get closer than this, it starts to look ugly. Like they put the boat as close as you can before you realize it's a little bit low poly. So if you actually, you know, cheat your way over to the boat, you see, oh, it's kind of a little bit blurry because you're not supposed to be driving on it. It's just supposed to be something in the background, and it works great for that. Like we're as close as we can, and this still looks good. Well, we're as close as we can be legitimately. You can only get there closer with illegitimate means or flying vehicles, which is cheating. As far as I'm concerned, that is cheating. Also, there's a road right here. So that's cool. We can continue along a different road now. And see where this thing takes us with my slightly damaged roamer. I don't think it's actually compromising its capabilities, although the driver might be causing some issues right there. That was ugly. Ooh, a nice long bridge. I'm gonna drive along this thing as fast as I can and wreck it at the end. Here we go. Oh, or wreck it on the middle because it's not driving straight at all. I couldn't keep it straight. It was damaged already. That's unfortunate. All right, let's see. Can we get back up onto the road now? Curious. Got a new challenge now. Get back to the road. If we go up here, we might be able to do it. Let's see here. Whoa, come on. Back it up a little bit. The damaged vehicle is not helping me here. I might just reset it if I can't get past this point, but I can. I think. Yes, I can. All right, into this hole. And then out of it. And come on, to the road, to the road. We got it. We got to the road. That's actually really impressive because that was a pretty hard crash. And then we fell off the bridge. Awesome. Keep on going, roamer. We're going to keep using you as long as you can. Which probably won't be for long because it's probably going to overheat really soon. And I can't steer it at all, so we'll just keep crashing. Like, the steering on this thing is awful. I'm basically going whichever way the car decides is the correct way to go. And the car doesn't know what it's doing. Like, right here, it's like, I want to go in the hole. No, car, you don't want to go in the hole. Car's like, yes, I do. Fine. You go in that hole. I'm going to replace you with a new car. We're going to go with the 8 Series Off-Roader. And we'll get this one in red. What was the color of that one? That one was already red. I couldn't think right there. I'm like, wait, was that one already red? Yes, it was. Can we drive out of here? Maybe? Nah, not quite enough traction. So we'll just go ahead and teleport us over here. And then we can drive along with ease. So where are we going from here? I don't know. We're just kind of exploring. Like, this is a fun map just to kind of drive around and explore. There's nothing super difficult about the off-roading as long as you take your time. But when you do make mistakes, it's pretty fun to watch. Hey, there's another boat. I wonder if that one's abandoned too. Can't tell, it's so far away. Hey, this looks like a good place to kind of dump your vehicle off, doesn't it? Oh, there's even layers to damage it. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Roll it. I was actually very little damage. I'm surprised. All right, bring it back up. All the way, all the way. Come on, come on. There we go. Hey, there's a ramp right there. That might be interesting to try out. All right, we gotta figure out how you can get any speed up to that thing, though. It's such a short area. I don't know how you can get much speed to it, but we'll see what we can do if we turn around right here. So do a quick 180 without tipping. Like with this thing, if you try to do a 180, you'll tip a lot of the time. Yeah, you really can't get too much speed for the ramp, but here we go. Ooh, it connects down to this road. Unfortunately, I've already been here, and I don't know if I really want to go back down here again. So let's see. Is there a good way back up? Not really. So you know what we'll do? We'll just go ahead and teleport it back up to that ramp if I can find it again. There it is. So about right there should be good. And we'll keep on driving the van. It seems like it's working, so keep going. Whoa, keep going without falling over. That thing got a little scary. Got another bridge right here, nice and easy. I love watching the doors open up and almost hit the pillars on the edges. Like, looks like it might hit that pillar with the door and it just barely clears it, or it does actually hit it that time. Alright, we're gonna floor it and fly a little. Nice. Alright, there's no way this thing is gonna live this one. Goodbye, van. Actually, it would have lived it if it wasn't for the drowning. But also, I think the water absorbed a lot of the impact and made the vehicle still functional after that drop, so either way, my car was going to be immobilized, it looks like. So let's just go ahead and continue along this road. And it really feels like we need a more nimble vehicle. This thing is so big and fat. Like, we need the hopper here. But I've already used the hopper, so we're going to stick with it for now. Is this the end of the road? No, the road goes to the left. How in the world am I going to make this with this thing? Oh, goodness. Come on, van, go! Van, go! Hat like Vincent Van Gogh. This is correct off-roading technique, by the way. I don't know if you're aware of that. This is how you are supposed to descend a hill. It gets very expensive, this off-roading hobby of mine. But we actually made it, and we can kind of drive? No, not really. We need a new car. And now we're going to go to the little island I didn't notice earlier. I only noticed it as we were falling off the cliff. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Somebody stacked some rocks right there. It's amazing. How do they do it? I really don't know. So anyways, there's a bridge, and it looks like there's some sort of church or something over there. Is the bridge broken? Let's go fast. Let's go fast. Oh, this thing is not going fast. I was flooring it, saying go fast, but the vehicle was not having none of that. Oh, it just fell right in the water. That was a great job, car. You are a piece of junk. Let me go in slow-mo so you can see how bad you did. It's actually kind of funny that the slow-mo holds true right there. Ooh, it could have got glitchy right there, actually, if I think about it. Can we just drive across or no? The slow-mo activates like, oh, WhyBeAre's doing that epic driving. I can't see where I'm going, though. I can't see if I need to steer left or right. How did I do that? That's a miracle. Alright, this is not looking good for this car. It's a little too top-heavy to go on this steep of an angle, I think. Come on. Go. Go, go, go. Ooh, it made it. Wait. It mostly made it? There we go. Alright. This is a really tight road, though. No mistakes allowed. If you make a mistake, you're falling off the edge. Made it. Why is there a little bridge right here? I could have climbed up that no problem. So now we're at the church. And now we're tipped over. You know what I think we should do? We should reload the map and get a new spawn position. So let's just go ahead and do that real quickly. So we're going to go and freshen things up. Alright, so now we start inside of a building. And apparently there's a little bit of a town that's built on a cliff. Like, there's just a drop-off right here. I don't know if most cars can make it up that thing. I'm not going to even try with my truck. We're going to go ahead and explore the town instead. So let's see what's around here. Doesn't look like it's too big of a town. Just maybe a dozen buildings or so. Oh, maybe a few more than a dozen. Hey, what is that? Is that a ramp on the roof of a house? Oh, I got to figure out how to use this thing. Hold up here. So, what, do you just come at it from above? Oh. Oh, this looks good. Okay. I know what I'm about to try to do. Like, how would you normally get there? Is there like there isn't really a legitimate way to get here, so you kind of just have to teleport yourself. So we'll teleport, and then we're going to just switch this out for a car that's better at flying. What's good at flying? How about the police version of the Sunburst? I like never use this thing. The hard part is going to be aligning it because we have so little room to like inch around right here. Hopefully this doesn't take too many tries. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to just save this spot right here. That way if I make a mistake, we can come right back to this spot. So here we go, as fast as we can go, I guess. And let's see what happens. And actually, I noticed to the right, there was the log bridge that I crossed earlier. The one that was really bumpy. So I actually know where we are, and I didn't even notice there was the jump here. There's so many layers to this map. It's awesome. And that is how you land the jump. Nice and smooth. Although we did unfortunately break a wheel axle, that looked pretty good. And you know what? That jump was so cool, we're going to do it again. And we're going to end the video on this jump as well. That's how much I like this jump. So if there's enough demand, we can do a part 2 for this map where we just kind of explore around it some more. So if you would like to see that, do leave a comment so I know you're interested. And we're going to wreck this car one last time. And until next time, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya. Where are we going to hit? We're going to hit right into the building? Yes, we are. Alright, see you guys.